Now let's see if we can help you out with your driving this morning as you get ready for the last day of the week at work. We'll see if we can get you in here on time and so forth. We do it, first of all, via a pre-flight traffic report from Lunken Airport, and at the other end of the line, Lieutenant Arthur Merring. Good morning, Art.
Speaking about being on time, I think that was a nasty remark. I just want to assure Bob Janigan I just saw over Red Bank in Madison. I made it. But looking in now to the traffic situation this morning, weather-wise, looking out in the eastern sky, Aurora, the rosy-figured goddess of the dawn, is tinting out there. I don't know why I'm getting poetic on a Friday morning. Well, as Ollie James says, TGIF, thank goodness it's Friday. We do have some traffic troubles this morning, and from all indications, it's going to be a heavy traffic morning. I noticed that coming into the airport area here this morning. We have some accidents. Over at Grand Avenue and Carruthers Avenue in Newport, an accident reported there for you folks in that area. And just as we pulled into the airport area here, an accident run came in at 8th and Mount Hope over in Price Hill. The most serious thing at the moment, though, is over on North Bend Road, on North Bend Hill, just below Caldwell Drive, where we have a report now of a 4-car rear-end collision. That's a 4-car rear-end collision on North Bend Hill, just below Caldwell Drive. And until we can get over there, I'd suggest to the folks that ordinarily use that to use Galbraith Road on the north, possibly for the eastbound movement. Westbound, use Seymour. I know a lot of folks come up North Bend Hill in the morning, but you can come up Seymour Road, that's 71st Street in Carthage, and then on up the hill and intersect North Bend up above Caldwell Drive, and this should help a little bit. Also, with the new bridge on Township Street in Elmwood now, Center Hill Road would be open to North Bend Road. So I would avoid that, and Jack and I will get right over there and check that one out for you. North Bend Hill below Caldwell Drive, 4-car accident. We had a report about 7:15, 7:20 of traffic light trouble at 7th and Central, and this is on that Price Hill movement inbound. But a car down there, we haven't heard any more on it, which would indicate that we have a man on the job taking good care of it. So we'll bounce out of here now, and we'll talk to you from the air in just a few minutes. Right back to comics.
Okay, Art, thanks. 25 before 8.
May I have one of your Winstons?
Of course. Be my guest.
I think I'll change to Winston.
You've just changed to the best. So if you're thinking of changing to a filter cigarette, make it Winston. Changing to a filter cigarette. Change to Winston. Because Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
Join the swing to Winston. Only Winston has a pure white modern filter, plus exclusive filter blend up front. 2 good reasons why Winston is America's largest selling filter cigarette by far.
So if you're thinking of changing to a filter cigarette, change to Winston. Because Winston tastes good like a cigarette should.
Come on, change to Winston.
Talk about good, this is it, my friend. Talk about delicious, I can recommend. A fresh fish sandwich that's really great. The best fish sandwich you ever ate. So talk about delicious and talk about good. You get it at Big Boy in your neighborhood.
I'll tell you something else that hits the spot, my friend. That's breakfast at Frisch's. A particularly good idea if you're one who has to have an early breakfast and you don't want to bother the missus at an unearthly hour in the morning. Many of the Frisch Big Boy drive-ins in this area serve a complete breakfast menu that includes all the egg dishes, ham and bacon, hot cakes, and as a special, Frisch's Danish rolls. They are baked fresh daily in Frisch's commissary. So even if your breakfast only consists of a roll and coffee, why not make it a Frisch's Danish roll and Frisch's truly delicious Big Boy coffee? Yes, for breakfast, stop at Frisch's. 11:30, or let's make it 10:30 before 8 o'clock. It's an article in a current national magazine that claims that there will be an increase in the percentage of twins in the world's population. And with all the quintuplets being born lately, this kind of follows along. The story says that the rise in modern medicine will make it possible to save many premature twins who have been lost in the past. After one set of twins, the chances of a mother having another set is about 5 times the national average, or about 1 in 17 live births. The article also says that twins definitely run in the family. And one other note here that borders on the unbelievable. The magazine says there is evidence that the world's record mother may have been an Austrian woman who reportedly bore 69 children. That included 4 sets of quadruplets, 7 sets of triplets, and 16 sets of twins. 9:30 before 8, news on the hour. Peter Duchin here in Manhattan. Five and a half before 8, here's Bill Albert and Bill DeWitt.
Bill, why do they call a passed ball just that instead of calling it an error?
Well, the reason for calling it a passed ball is that it doesn't affect the progress of the batter. It only affects the progress of the runner. And I presume that's the reason that they had originally, and they've stayed with it.
Could it be, too, because the catcher has so many more chances than the ordinary fielder?
Well, that could be, but back in the earlier days, I guess, I know that they had a separate listing that was used for the errors that were committed by the pitchers and the catchers, because they do have so many chances, and they didn't want that to reflect in the fielding of a team, for instance. So if you had a real good infield and a real good outfield, and the pitchers and catchers were making a lot of errors, they didn't want it to reflect in the fielding average.
Of course, you got a couple of knuckleball pitchers. You're apt to get a few more passed balls, aren't you?
Well, I can't blame the catcher for not handling those knuckleballs. There's very few catchers that can catch them.
Calling all men from outer space, cowboys and Indians too, Daniel Boone's and Robin Hood's. Here's a good thing to do. Stop and enjoy a big boy, a double-deck hamburger treat. The national favorite coast to coast, so stop and enjoy a big boy.
Yes, and when you stop at the sign of Frisch's Big Boy, you know that you're going to get the finest double-deck hamburger in town. But did you know that you can also get a really delicious breakfast at Frisch's? True. Choose from a menu that features any style of eggs, ham, bacon, pancakes, juices, cereals, fresh fruits, and as an extra treat, Frisch's own baked Danish rolls. You can top off your breakfast with a cup of that special Big Boy coffee, and you're all set to go into high gear, I'll tell you. So today and every day, enjoy a delicious breakfast at your Frisch Big Boy drive-in. 22 minutes after 8, time for a little honest evaluation of yourself, gentlemen. See if this little poem applies. Wives who can run up a bill not knowing just how they will foot it have husbands who lay down the law but always forget where they put it.
Ever stop to think about what's happening under the hood of your car? Well, there are 4, 6, or 8 pistons there, and they're going up and down as fast as 4,500 times a minute. That causes engine wear. Now, nothing on earth can stop engine wear altogether, but there is a gasoline that can cut engine wear by as much as 60%. Pure Firebird with Tritane. If you can reduce engine wear that much, you'll be giving your car a longer lease on life. For the less your engine wears, the longer it'll keep its power. And, of course, the more money you'll save on gasoline and repair bills. Doesn't all that sound like a difference in gasolines that's worth changing brands to get? Get the gasoline that cuts engine wear. Fire up with Pure Firebird at your Pure Oil dealers. Bob Rockwell for Pure Oil, and thank you.
Japanicus, that's Xavier Cugat in the orchestra here on the nation station, WLW in Cincinnati. 8:30 on a Friday morning, November double deuce. We've got a report from Frank Pierce that we'd like to hear right now, pertaining to the weather, of course. Frank, how about it?
Right, Fred. Cloudy skies, of course, over the entire listening area of Ohio, Indiana, and Kentucky.